continue to stand for life. We won't accept the government rhetoric or the empty rhetoric by the other parties who betrayed Ireland and betrayed every Irish person. During the long debates in which there were many character assassinations on pro-life politicians, I said that I was proud to be pro-life, and that's still my view. And I'm honoured to stand here today with all of you at this rally for life, because as we know, a nation that kills its own people has well and truly lost its way. Every Irish woman deserves better than abortion. Over 723,000 of us voted no, and we are all proud that we did so. Proud that we stood for real compassion, because real compassion does not kill. We stood for mercy, and proud we are that we rejected abortion, because we know it kills hope and it kills love. And because it tells women that they are on their own without any support or any other alternative solutions, such as adoption. That's never been put forward as a solution. It tells women that they have no future. It tells them that they have no other solution other than the death of their child. We stand against the cold and inhumane solution of abortion. And we stand for life. And this rally is so important for all of us here to come together in solidarity with each other and with mother and child, because we will never give up on the right to life of every person. It's a fundamental human right, and just because it's legal does not make it right. We need to realise that something is broken in our political system. Our politicians in there are populist, and they do not represent the views of many of us here today, nor do they want to. It's a fact that pro-life voters are hugely underrepresented in the Dáil, and this has to change. But that's up to us here to change that. Otherwise, things will stay the same. 33% of us voted no, but only 10% of TDs voted no to abortion in the Dáil. And unfortunately, that's the reality. And that's a reality that we need to change. Because I really, really would love to see more pro-life women in there in the benches beside me and behind me. I really could do with their support, and I know those women, very capable and courageous women, are here today. And what I want to say to them is, you must put your name forward for election. You must stand for election, because if you don't, we won't have the voice that we need. We won't have the strong voice, and we won't have the change. We're fortunate to have some of those women on the platform here today, and I just want to name some of them there: Emer Tobin, Emma Connell and Deirdre Donnelly. And we also have Maureen McGrath, who is the daughter of Matty McGrath, a very strong Tipperary man and pro-life advocate. We have those people. We're very fortunate to have those people, but we need more, and we need more women in there, and we need to make sure it happens sooner rather than later. It's a significant, as we know, a significant democratic deficit that we don't have the representation, and that the tens of thousands of women do not have the representation that they truly deserve. We need the female politicians in there, pro-life politicians, leading from the front. And that's what we want, that's what I want to see in my lifetime, and that's what I believe should and will happen. We cannot continue to tolerate our situation where our taxes pay for abortion, while we have thousands of children on waiting lists for scoliosis. And your politicians are voting in favour of abortion on demand. They may come to the door and tell you, oh sure, I'm pro-life, but my party did a different thing, but that's not good enough. They're in the party, and they could easily leave. They could easily leave. I left, and I'm very glad I did leave. These politicians voted in favour of late-term abortions, and they voted against pain relief. And as we know, they're basic human rights. And how could any individual, a father or a mother, vote against pain relief? It's beyond me. So the crux of it is that we need more pro-life politicians, now more than ever. And again, I'm going to make that call and make sure that we support our pro-life women and that we give them every assistance and help that they need, because they're courageous to put themselves forward. I know many of them, as I say, and I wish them the very best of luck going forward, and I do hope to see them in the Dáil. Pro-life women are more powerful than all the array of the biased media and political elites, because they know this to be true, that abortion does not empower women, that when women are made to feel abortion is necessary, then we are not truly free or truly equal. And anything else, the messages coming through media, is built on deceit, lies and deceit. And unfortunately, the 8th Amendment campaign was fought on lies and deceit. And we need to change that. I know that there are so many of you, particularly women, who care deeply about this country, who care deeply about our values, our Catholic values, the values in the 1916 proclamation, which states to cherish our children equally. We must protect the most vulnerable, and we have to do that by initiating change. And you coming here today have already started that process. You've already stated your commitment, but we have to keep that going, and we have to make sure that we increase our numbers. And I believe we can do that. I believe that we are already a force to be reckoned with. In relation to the women's organisations that we have, such as the National Women's Council, they do not speak for me. They do not speak for you, and they do not speak for many of the women of Ireland, tens of thousands of women in Ireland. And while they have infiltrated many organisations in our communities and in rural Ireland, they will never speak for us. And we will never accept their empty rhetoric that has nothing to offer this nation, nothing to offer but take the hope and the lives of our most vulnerable. And that's what they are advocating and articulating. And we need to be wary and stand up to those organisations. Pro-life women can achieve their potential by becoming a powerful force in politics. We know that real feminism means protecting our most vulnerable. And we've had enough of feminism being hijacked by those who think that they have a right to tell every woman on this island what to think and how to act. Well, they won't tell me how to think and how to act. And they won't tell our women up here or the women down there how to think or how to act. And as I say, I'm delighted to be joined by many of those women, many of them in your own constituencies. Please get out and support them. Real feminism seeks progressive answers for women, not the backward solution of abortion. And we're saying here today to pro-life women, please get involved. Put yourself forward. As I've already said, I want to end on that note. Please put yourself forward. Take courage. The truth will always win out. And while things can be difficult at the start, we have great support. There is great morale, and there is an appetite to change things and ensure that our Constitution goes back to protecting the lives of the most vulnerable in our society. So let us go forward from today and build a better culture together. We can do it. Let's Lanarai ag trid son na baha, son baha on Linev Savroin. Garamila Ma'agiv.